Welcome back to Paul Murray Live, Australia's last line of defence when it comes to common sense. Election day in the United States. And Madeleine Westerhout is a fascinating person who has got an incredible insight into how Donald Trump worked in the White House, because she literally was working right alongside him. Put simply, just outside the Oval Office is a person who, well, manages much of the president's day and is certainly a gatekeeper. She was that very person. Madeleine joins us now from Washington, D.C. Hello, rockstar. Long time no see. How are you?
Hi, Paul. I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, amazing. How are you feeling on Election Day? You as nervous as I am?
You know, I'm feeling really good. The sun is rising on a beautiful day here, and I'm feeling pretty good about today.
All right. So, Madeleine, tell everyone about what you did in the White House and how you knew Donald Trump before it.
Absolutely. I was President Trump's executive assistant for over 2.5 years. And so, like you said, my desk was right outside of the Oval Office, and there wasn't a single person that came in to meet with him that didn't pass by my desk. And so those 2.5 years, I really got to see him up close and get to know him as a leader, as a boss, also as a father and a husband. And there is no one that works harder for the American people than Donald Trump.
What are some of the huge myths that you've read in the press about Trump and the Oval Office? Is it true? Oh, sorry. If you believe parts of the media, doesn't turn up until 11 o'clock, is watching television all day. What was an actual workday in terms of clock on, clock off, physically in that room?
Oh my gosh, the president worked so hard. Last night, I think he got back to the White House from his last rally at 3 o'clock in the morning. And when I was with him, he was up at the crack of dawn. He might not have started his day in the Oval Office until 11, but he spent those very critical hours in the morning in the residence working, taking phone calls, reading, watching the news. And then he came into the Oval Office, and it was go, go, go nonstop. He had an intelligence briefing. He would constantly be meeting with people. 15-minute meetings would take 45 minutes because he wanted to spend that quality time with people. That was so important to him. And he honestly ran circles around much of the staff in the West Wing. It was really hard to keep up with him.
So do you have a conversation with him at a point about, look, I want you to be a point person here. You are empowered to say no, or you've got to go with the flow? How do you work out the people who absolutely, even if they say no, no means yes? How do you work all that out?
Well, that was a really interesting kind of learning curve. I didn't know President Trump at all before he went into the White House. And so those first couple months, I kind of stayed in the background, got to know his leadership style, and that he really did empower me to make those decisions, to be the one that let people in or didn't let people in. But at the end of the day, every single person was worth the president's time. And so for someone that, it was my job to kind of keep him on schedule, that was a little bit difficult sometimes when he wanted everyone to come into the Oval Office. But there was one time when I actually asked him directly for a promotion, and he gave it to me, and he empowered me every single day. As a young woman, that meant the world to me.
Now, you've written a book, which is fascinating, which is called Off the Record. We'll put up all of the links to it, all the rest of it here. What was that process like, being able to go back and you wrote a book that is so refreshing compared to many of the others that have been around the White House, which are, of course, about sort of bitchy little tales of this, that and the other. You paint a really interesting day-to-day picture of what it was like to be in there. How important was it to tell the truth, but not tell the truth that was going to get you on CNN?
Oh gosh, after I left the White House, there were reports that I could make millions of dollars off of a tell-all. And I said to myself, there's not enough money in the world for me to write a book full of lies. I wrote exactly what I experienced, which was positive and uplifting. And I did that without reserve. And so I'm very proud of the book that I wrote. I know the president is proud of it as well. But it was just important to kind of get my side of the story out there. And my side of the story is a very positive portrayal of what it was like working in the White House for President Trump.
Give me an idea of the busiest day, and they're all kind of crazy days, but just how, like when it was crazy, how crazy is the president's day?
It can get pretty crazy, but I think there's so many reports about chaos and disruption in the West Wing, and that's just not true. By the time that I left, it was a really cohesive and strong team. And so, yes, the day was busy, the day was crazy, but it's because the president is acutely aware that he has a very limited amount of time to do things that he campaigned for the American people. At the best, he has 8 years, and that isn't a long time. He's made a lot of promises, he's kept a lot of promises, but every single day, every single second means something to him. And so, yeah, he's going to work like crazy. So the days might be crazy, but they're not chaotic like the media says.
What's Camp David like?
Oh gosh, Camp David was absolutely incredible. It was one of the most special places I think I'll ever go. It's so secluded. It's up in the mountains, about 45 minutes from DC, and it is just truly an escape from from the chaos that is Washington, D.C. And so I know the president loved going up there. There's a shooting range, there's golf carts everywhere. The president's able to move around freely without the Secret Service right behind him. And I think it just gives him a chance to kind of take a breath and remember, why he's doing this and where he is. It's very special.
How do you feel about the dancing about YMCA? I mean, it feels like it caught on, and he's just sticking with it. Did you ever see Daggy Dad Trump?
Oh my gosh. The first time I saw that, I was dying laughing. I thought it was so cute and so special because that's kind of the guy that I got to know. And for the American people to see that human side to him is so fun. And the fact that he's able to kind of laugh at himself, I think is really important because it shows the American people that he is a normal guy. And no, I love the dancing. I think it's fantastic.
It's so good. In fact, he tweeted out a very long compilation video. Can we just play a little bit of it? Roll the tape. Have a look. This is awesome. I just love it. I love it.
Oh my God, I love it. It's so good. It's so good. The energy, that's the energy he has all of the time. And it's, those rallies really invigorize him. And I think that's why he did so many of those rallies in the last couple of days, because he wanted to reach as many people as possible.
Madeleine, so nice to talk to you. Been long promising to get you on the show. Finally, she's here. Good luck on Election Day. Good luck with the book. We'll make sure that we've got plenty out there. But let's keep in touch, eh?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks so much, Paul. Have a great night.
See you, rock star. How cool is that? That is Madeleine Westerhout, and she is a former aide of the president and author as well. Her book is called Off the Record. It is available everywhere and available online. She's awesome. She's in Washington, D.C. right now. We love her.